Early morning interviews at the Gavin Smith Racing Stables for Tuesday's meeting on the Poly track at Fairview. Now, Gavin's got 17 runners on the day. He starts off not with Charlie Malone. We'll get to you a little bit later, Charlie. But he starts off in race one with Tartan Queen. Improved, running third last time out over course and distance.
Yeah, no, Neil, nice little run from her and expecting the same sort of effort from her.
In race two, you've got two runners, Gavin. You've got Nike's Ray of Light, ultra consistent, having 3 seconds out of 4 runs. Must be a big runner here as well. And then Colonel Green having his 16th start, though.
Yeah, Nike's, I think, is a big runner. Neil just touched off last time out. And Colonel Green made nice improvement as well, doing good work at home.
Yeah, I think they're both in the right race on the day as well. Now, in race three runners. Gimmy's Lassie, beaten a short head last time out. Montalina, capable of better, I believe. And then you've got Idita.
Yeah, Idita, her rating is eventually starting to come down, Neil, and it's going to be coming into a place where she can run us a big race again. But I still think it's a touch on the high side. Montalina, good, she's holding form nicely and a good last run. And Gimmy's Lassie, touch unlucky last time out and expecting a big effort.
Moving on to race 4 and 2 runners here with Ice Cap, 2 good Poly seconds since relocating. And then you've also got Accumulate, also closing the gap recently.
Yeah, she's also finding form now, Neil, and Ice Cap, she's holding form smartly. The step up in trip's going to suit.
Moving on to race 5. Now, here's a horse that I've always thought is going to win a couple. In Kosana, back on the Poly, he's done very well here.
Yeah, he's done nicely here, Neil, and his Poly form is decent and expecting to, have a fair run again. We've got a youngster in the race there with a high rating. I think won a very good race last time out. Be hard to peg back.
Yeah, Head Gardner needs to find a couple of lengths. Is that the horse we're talking about?
No, Walt Whitman, I think, is a very, very difficult customer in that race. Yes. I think he's very nicely weighted. Okay. Head Gardner, yeah, him as well, Neil. He's picked it up recently and his workaround's been fair.
All right, moving on to race 6 now. You've got Iguguletu and then you also got Haya Fia Latjakutol.
Yeah, he's in a good space at home and I think he'll run us a big race again. Also a little unlucky last start, just touched off Neil. And Guguletu, I think his rating just coming out the maidens a bit on the high side, so it's got to find itself to settle a bit, but doing well enough at home, I think, back in off quartets.
Yeah, I'm back on the Poly. He's now 1 from 1, so likes the Poly a little bit. Moving on to the guy behind me now. He's been wanting to be in on the action the whole time. That's Charlie Malone, and the last time we stood here, he actually won when I interviewed you. A good third last time out, and I thought that was slightly stronger company last time out. And then you've got Mr. Bodacious as well as Better Long Point.
Yeah, Mr. Bodacious, him and Calvin just seemed to get on so well last start. He came out a touch slow and the horse behind sort of like running to his back legs and he wasn't moving hundreds. And Muzi didn't persevere with him, so expecting better. Better Long Point picked it up last start. I feel back in the quartets again. And Charlie's just got to give his best account and he'll be right on top of them. Last time, Chase said he should have gone a bit more forward. Probably my fault. I told him to sit him in a bit and he felt he could have run even closer. So, Charlie's in a good space around.
Yeah, well, he's full of beans this morning, that's for sure. Let's move on to race... Taking my ear off here. Move on to race 8 with Miss Shivey and then Project Runway. Now, Miss Shivey's an honest filly. She's had 3 seconds on the Poly. Project Runway, for me, Gavin, has got quite a high rating for a one-time winner.
Yes, she has, Neil. She won early, so, when they win early in the youngsters, they do put their ratings up a bit until they find themselves in the division races and then it comes down again. So she is, like you say, I feel a little bit highly rated for just coming out the maidens. But doing well at home, she's a very nice little filly. And Miss Shivey holding form, she just needs a touch of luck.
Well, there we go. A busy morning for me at the Gavin Smith Racing Stable with this man over here. Hopefully he can bring it home on Tuesday.